everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. It's Christmas Eve Eve! So I'll give you a second to think on the date. That's right, December 23rd, the 23rd day of the Bourbon Advent calendar. Whew! It is almost Christmas. I think my wife has my gifts fully wrapped and under the tree. And no, I have not started wrapping her gifts yet. If you're wondering, I like to wait till the last minute. They say diamonds are made under pressure, and so are my gift wrapping skills. So with that in mind, let's grab the old bourbon box and see what we're drinking today. Alright, mainly a box full of empties here, except for a few. December 23rd. Let's get our... Whoa! Just spun on top there today. Alright. Now while that airs out, I mean, we are on a hot streak coming into the end of this competition. Hot streak. We've had 4 days of 3 points. I'm making up for all those ones and a couple zeros in this competition. So we're hoping just to continue that right on through till the end. So let me give this glass a sniff. See if we can sniff out an answer. Holy smokes, this smells good. Oh, this is something special. Tons of sweet oak. Whoo, red fruits. We got something here that's fighting for contender of top bourbon of this Advent calendar, at least on the nose. Holy smokes, that smells good. I'm getting just a lot of fruits, some char, some vanilla coming off the top of this too. Let's give it a sip. Woo-hoo-hoo. What's that? That's an alarm bell. There's George Dickel in here. Got that Dickel Flintstone vitamin note. What is it about the... I mean, if you watch this Advent calendar religiously, which I know there wasn't many of you, but if you have, you'll notice that every time there's a George Dickel product, I'm like, best nose we got, best nose of the game. The palates are always very good, but they don't quite win the whole thing, right, as far as best bourbon, but boy, this smells good. I'll tell you what, taste-wise, some char, a little bit of oak, some of that mineral note, but it isn't overly done. I will say that. Let's take a second sip. All right, because there's some of that char and more vanilla, and the mineral notes subdued. We've guessed this before and been wrong, but I think tonight we're gonna guess it and be right. I think this is George Dickel Bottled in Bond 13 year 2021 release. 100 proof. I think it's like $48 a bottle. So those are my guesses. I'm thinking it's that George Dickel Bottled in Bond, but before we lock it in, let's take that third sip. Uh-oh. The third sip has me rethinking a few things here. I got, on the last sip, I got kind of like, I mean, the Dickel note was still there, but I got kind of like a high-rise sweetness that is a little bit of MGP, which is what we had yesterday. We had the Smoke Wagon on Cuddle and Filter, which was MGP distillate yesterday. It could be Widow Jane Lucky 13. This is just so delicious and put together, and then the Dickel mineral note was kind of subdued. So I'm going to kick myself if it was the Bottled in Bond and I'm wrong here. But I'm going to go with, it's the Widow Jane 13 year. Lucky 13. $100 a bottle for that, I believe. Proof point, I'll stick at 95. That way, if in case it is a Bottled in Bond, I'll still get it for 100. So, those are our guesses. Let's see what it was. Alright, day 23. Oh! Oh no! It was Widow Jane 10 year. 91 proof and $70 a bottle. So we are at a 1 point day for proof. Did not guess the bottle correctly because I thought it was older than the 10-year. Oh man, what a rocket ship of an episode. Wasn't either of the ones I was guessing, right? Oh man. Well, that Widow Jane 10-year drank hotter than 91. I thought there's a few proof points more. I forget what the Lucky 13 was, but wow. Well, let's go get that bottle. And we're back with the Widow Jane 10-year bottle. Some people hate the Widow Jane because of the Dickel note. I really do love it. I did get the Dickel distillate in it, but let's make sure I was correct on that. Let's see. Distilled Kentucky, Tennessee, George Dickel, and Indiana, MGP. So I got the Indiana and the Dickel on it. Didn't get the Kentucky, or I'm not that good here, but I did think it was the older version. This 10 year is excellent. We cut our winning streak right off at the knees today. We got a 1 point day for proof. Close on the bottle, but right distillery, but the wrong bottle. So because this can be a polarizing bourbon, I would suggest trying this at a bar first, because it is expensive. A full $7.50 of this is $69.99, at least in Pennsylvania. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow with the conclusion of our Bourbon Bill Advent calendar. We will be doing 2 pours tomorrow. Because I did extend this calendar to the 25th, but then realized I myself won't even watch it on Christmas Day, so no one else will either. So we are going to finish up tomorrow with 2 drinks, so we have the full 25 days in, and we will do a complete points tally at the end. So for those that have followed all the way through, we can see how good the guesses were. So thank you, and please stay tuned tomorrow for the conclusion of the Bourbon Advent calendar. Have a great evening, everybody.